Welcome to the fourth episode of Pockets of Hope Funder Spotlight, where we explore stories of resilience, impact, and change. I am Idris Tefil, your Konbit Media host today, and we are joined by Pierre Noel from the Haiti Development Institute. We know that HDI champions meaningful and sustainable change from within Haiti, investing in local leaders and community-based organizations. Today, we are going to hear about the origins of their work, their belief in Haiti, and what gives HDI hope today. Welcome, Pierre. It's truly an honor to have you here with us.
Thank you, Edwin. Thank you for having me. I'm honored as well to be with you, to join you on this conversation.
Of course, of course. So why don't we start with you telling us, a little bit more about HDI? How did it start? How did you come to the organization?
Haiti Development Institute is a legacy of the Haiti Fund at the Boston Foundation. The Haiti Fund itself was created about a couple of days, I would say even hours, after the earthquake in 2010. A family in the Boston area wanted to support the Haitian American community that was reeling, as you know, from the impact of the earthquake. They didn't just make a gift of $1 million. This family had some roots and connection in Haiti before the earthquake, so they wanted to actually see it through differently. So the Boston Foundation, being a community foundation, also had an interest in actually and had the background to actually make this happen. So they created this fund that would last for 5 years, and the family made a gift to it for $1 million, and then sought out to match it. In just about 2 months, they raised the $1.2 million. So we were able to, so they matched it more than the $1 million. And then the goal was to spend that fund, the $2.2 million, down over the next 5 years. And what we ended up doing was creating a council that would provide some governing structure to this fund. And the goal then was, because they created a certain numbers of principles. One principle was decentralization. The second one was Haitian leadership. So because of that, they needed to add leadership to the fund, and then they did a search, and I came on board as the new director of this fund. And the other was advocacy. At that time, advocacy to ensure that the money that was being raised on behalf of Haiti and on behalf of Haitians was being spent efficiently and was being spent and placed in the right communities. In a way, this is a long history to share, to tell you how we started. What started as a 5-year fund to support the Haitian American community here, helping organizations here, help kids who just came to get them into schools, helping families who had new arriving members, to help them with English language, help them with job training and placement. That was the bulk of the work, about 60% of the work the first couple years. But by the third year, we started to shift to do more in Haiti, and that's how we started learning. So that gave us the impetus to create the Haiti Development Institute as we know it today.
Can you tell us, about each brand and its impact? I know you've done this about the different approaches, but tell us more about each branch and their impact.
The Haiti Development Institute now has grown from what we learned as the Haiti Fund, and those learning helped us to create the Haiti HDI and the mission that we have today, which is to build communities by accompanying local leaders, their organizations, social enterprises, and bring stakeholders together for systemic impact. That work, to do it, we've created several pillars to implement this. When we first started, it was grant making, advocacy, and civic leadership. But today, based on what we've learned, HDI now works on four specific pillars. The four pillars being: one, grant making. Grant making for us is a way to invest in communities. There was not enough investment going or funding going into local communities. And to change that, we created our grant making process so that we can create access to resources in communities that have been disenfranchised. Our grant making is specifically for local Haitian organizations that are Haitian led, that have roots and boots in those communities. Because we believe that these leaders in these communities already know what they need to change their community. They need the know-how, the connection, the tools, and the skills. And HDI is committed to provide that through our capacity building and the grant making that we provide in those communities. But when you have capacity, you have effectiveness, you have efficiency, you do more. You also have to be meeting the needs of your community. And to do that, this is where civic leadership comes in. Our civic leadership work is about creating the spaces so that these organizations, they can bring their community members together. They can talk about identifying what are the levers for change in those communities. They can design community visioning plans, and then they get together behind these plans so that it's not just about the vision of a few people who lead an organization, but it's translating and manifesting the vision of a community. The fourth pillar of our work is we wanted to identify a way to manifest all that we do. Say you have organizations that are capable, you have organizations and leaders that are capable in one community, and then they're bringing their community together. They're developing and defining a plan forward for that community. Then what is next is how can that be manifested in one place? How to catalyze collective impact? Maybe one day we can say this is development at scale in one community. And that's right now we're working on that. We're part of a global network for youth, which is the Global Youth Opportunity Network, which has 24 other countries in it. We also part of the Haiti Food System Alliance, which has 14 organizations working across Haiti, supporting agriculture and food system. And then we're leading right now a collective academy, which is a collection of 11 organizations working to create a development hub in the Côte des Acadiens on a 40-acre property that we have purchased.
You also mentioned about the different kinds of projects that you are supporting. What I would love to know, what results have you seen, and what kind of projects do you support? Do you support all kind of projects?
Our support is we don't decide, we don't lead projects ourselves. So we support those who do the work, and we ensure that they have the capacity to do it and do it well. We support any project as long as it is rooted in the community approach. We want to see the communities involved in their development. So that's why one of our requirements is to see that first. and then the viability of the project that is proposed. If it's if there's opportunity, but the project itself lacks, we accompany the organization so that they are able to develop a project that is meeting the needs of their community. Right now, over the past 15 years, we've made over 300 grants. Across Haiti, we've spent about $5 million in grants across Haiti, and also we've helped facilitate about $2.5 million in grants or investment across Haiti. Let me give you an example. In the north, for example, in the north, we started with class. Class was collective de lutte contre l'exclusion sociale in the northeast. They work with farmers working in the rice production. Our first grant with class was $10,000. The second grant was 15, and then Clay also was part of our capacity building program. Through that process, over the years, they were able to develop their capacity so that had all the systems in place to respond to an EU grant. That grant helped them to become today what they are. They started with us with 12 employees. Today they have over 100, and they're managing a facility that is worth $1.5 million. And that is the growth for us. That's what we look for. Our impact is measured in lives changed and transformed, and communities transformed. We're seeing the same thing in the South. We have a grant with Opagma. We started working with them 7 years ago. They started with a grant, and then today they're managing a grant, a rice facility. They also have built 300 linear meters of irrigation canal, which all of a sudden gives people more access to water. And that's the infrastructure that is always needed in the country.
What made HDI decide to dig in deeper after the earthquake-related crisis had subsided?
We actually believed very early on that disaster relief, you cannot solve disaster relief in itself. You got to let the dust settle. That's why our approach is always recovery and development. If you have strong governance, you will have strong institutions. And if you have strong governance and strong institution, you would actually have a way forward to move to create change, the change that can be lasting in communities. Because at the base of that is strong leadership. If you have three of these things in place across communities, strong leadership, strong institutions, and good governance, that's a recipe for lasting change across Haiti. So we wanted to create an HDI that would be a stoic institution. But we also want to accompany and see strong institutions across Haiti. That's why today we're not only working with leaders of local organizations, we have also developed our capacity building to add a new program where we're supporting the development of local governance. So it's a certificate program that we're partnering with a local institution in Haiti and the Suffolk University and Elms College here. We're developing a certificate program whereby we want to create a cadre of people who are capable to lead at the local government level.
You also partner with organizations in the US, like the Kellogg Foundation. What does your relationship with them mean for your work at HDI?
We couldn't be where we are today without the support of partners, the Kellogg Foundation, to do our work. We need the resources that we need. And the Kellogg Foundation had been for us not just a financial a source of financial support, but it's also been a connector. It's gotten us into doors, open doors for us, so that we're able to share the work that we do with other donors, and it's also made connections to us to partner with others who are doing work like we do. It's also been able to. It's one of the things to when you have a donor who not only is giving you some support, but also is interested in not only your work, but how it connects with the rest of with the whole. Because development or HDI by ourselves, we cannot develop Haiti. It's all of us acting together, including public sector and private sector. But when with respect to philanthropy specifically, it's all of us in the development field who need to partner up so that we can deliver the type of impact, but at a scale that can be systemic. And Kellogg Foundation enables that for us. And we were able to develop partnerships with others based on those connections that the Kellogg Foundation had created. And also, they've created a platform for us to share the work. When you look at the state of the country today, you could actually be discouraged. But when you look at what Clay is doing, what Grace is doing, what Opagma and what Asa is doing on the island in the south of Haiti, and then you meet partners like Kellogg, you realize all of a sudden that you are not alone. So that's what the Kellogg Foundation provides. It's because it doesn't just provide the money; it's also bring all these other things together that helps move the work further down the road. And I think and I would always be grateful for that partnership. The thing about it, as you know, with Haiti, the world has changed over the past 5 years. So philanthropic dollars don't have the same meaning anymore because people have issues right in their backyards. The people who used to fund us have issues right here in Boston, for example. So we have to be more practical, and we also have to be more engaged in how we create the right narrative for the work, and also the right narrative, a different narrative about Haiti, and then in terms of what channeling the right needs of the people in the ways that we can still still get the resources we need to continue the support. That's why activities or projects, initiatives like Pockets of Hope, for example, that the Kellogg Foundation is doing is so important because when I first started working in Haiti and also after the 2010 earthquake, there was a deluge of people wanting to support Haiti and wanting to be in Haiti and to work in Haiti. That has since dwindled quite a bit and is disappearing. So for us to continue the work, we need to be more strategic. And Pockets of Hope provides that strategy in terms of changing the narrative, bringing donors together to understand Haiti in a different light, and creating a way for us who are doing the work or supporting the work to have a better platform to showcase the work.
What would you say to someone considering grant making or investing. But you just spoke to those who are already investing, but now what would you say to someone considering who haven't invested yet, but they are considering to invest or grant making?
Um, they are for me. They are if you want to invest in Haiti, whether you want to make a grant or you want to make an impact investment grant or outcomes with whichever you want to do it. I would advise you to think about it, to not just think about grant. That would be my advice, because you would find partners across the spectrum ready for all of them. But I would also advise that commitment is key. You do not, as a grant maker, need to be the one doing it yourself. There are partners like HDI, the Haiti Community Trust, and others who could partner with you to help you identify the right partners across the country.
Mm-hmm.
We have, in 15 years, worked with over 1,000 organizations. And out of the 1,000, we've made grants to 300 plus. And we've built capacity of about 200. So in that sense, we have access to 400 that we can introduce to you if you're looking for an organization that is ready, that is at a point where you can support. So use intermediaries if you do not have direct access yourself. And those intermediaries can be helpful because they can help you with the language. And the intermediaries, if you use us or any other intermediary, it helps you build equity. And equity is key because Haiti has been socially an exclusionary country since our founding. So if you want to build social equity through your work, through your investment in Haiti, use intermediaries because they'll help you get access to more people outside of the metropolitan areas and away from the usual suspects. If you want to help Haiti moving forward, you got to go beyond them and reach deep into communities, build partnerships with people who are rooted in their communities. So that would be my advice. Commitment, long-term approach, and diversify investment in the country. Those would be the key pieces. And also thinking about how do you support community engagement? Because you gotta think about building communities, not just project or activities.
What is next for HDI? Are there any new areas of focus or innovative approaches that you guys are exploring for Haiti and beyond?
We want to deepen our work, go deeper in communities. We also want to build more strategic partnerships. One of the things we don't want to do is to grow too much. And over the past 5-10 years, we realized that we can actually increase our reach through partnership. When we have a partner who's doing the same something we want to do, we partner with them instead of growing into that area. So it allows us to continue to increase our reach in communities, but without having to increase our staffing and our operational capacity. So that's one. Strategic partnership is key. The most important thing for us also is to diversify our resources. So, the lifeblood of every nonprofit organization is unrestricted resources. So we want to make sure that we grow that and develop a reserve pool so that we can sustain the work over time. That's one very important and strategic part of our work over the next 5 years. In fact, that's spelled out quite clearly in our new strategic plan. And the other thing is we want to ensure that we're committed to community development in the sense that we're not only building institutions in the civil society, but making a deeper commitment to helping to build capacity for local governance. The other thing is we got to commit to change the narrative to a better narrative for development in Haiti. Every single day, the people in Haiti wake up every day. They go about their business. They go about finding, supporting their families, raising their kids. Our work is to make sure that we go and find the resources to support them to do that, so that by extension, we can help families, children and families thrive, help them outpace poverty, but most importantly, help them build and create wealth for years to come.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was amazing, honestly, to hear from you today about your journey and all these beautiful insights that you shared with us today. And it is clear that the Haiti Development Institute is playing a critical role in building capacity in rural grassroots organizations, empowering communities from the ground up. Thank you to our listeners for joining us on Pockets of Hope Funder Spotlight. To learn more about the Foundation's work or explore impact investing, visit their website, hdIHaiti.org, or if you're inspired and want to get involved with the Pockets of Hope campaign, please visit HaitiPocketsOfHope.com. Thanks again, Pierre, and to everyone tuning in. Stay inspired, stay curious, and let's keep building a more just, resilient, and hopeful world, one story at a time. This is Adrian from Konbit Media.